what is going on? She's just deleted her Twitter. She's getting called out because it was exposed, because an interview got...
Startling a lot of folks that after Caitlin Clark introduced her to the league, the Indiana Fever president is completely scared. Many people are shocked by the criticism, which is getting stronger every hour.
I'm not joking when I say this. Something's gone weirdly wrong. Like, we literally hired a freaking Chronically Online.
But hold on, this is more than a single press conference or a popular film. Music, the narrative is a little more intricate. I also possess all the details.
And I will say it again. Stephanie White, Amber Cox, Kelly Kroskoff, the Indiana Fever president, they were not ready. Now, Christine Brennan in her book confirmed the WNBA and the Indiana Fever did not realize what they were about to get themselves into with drafting Caitlin Clark because the popularity they weren't prepared for and didn't see.
Clark is speaking out after the Indiana Fever's front office took a terrible turn. Music, her own club president, is now criticizing the rookie who has been filling arenas and turning the WNBA into a must-watch TV show. In fact, Kelly Kroskoff's tone-deaf comment shocked her fan following. We hope that the Fever will resemble Apple. It's an unusual flex because she seems to be referring to Clark by the iPhone case rather than the iPhone itself. Let's not be timid. Caitlin is to blame for the extreme heat. Her presence is what keeps the national cameras rolling and the merchandise flying off the shelves. But the team's senior administrators seem more interested in minimizing her importance than acknowledging it. Music, it wasn't well accepted by Learn More, an app for learning languages, courses on content creation, fans of productivity software. Social media users reacted harshly to the message, condemning it for what it was, blatant disdain. After that, Kroskoff staged his nocturnal disappearance. Her old account vanished. Just music, gone. No justification, no regrets. As if realizing her mistake, she logged off in the hopes that the heat would subside. But it's already too late. Internet users and Fever fans never forget.
Stephanie White, every single solitary move that you make is going to be scrutinized. Welcome to it.
You can tell someone is under the heat when they take down their social media accounts during a scandal. Kelly Kroskoff, music president of the Fever, made that decision after her now famous Apple remark about the team unexpectedly went viral. Without hesitation, the public took action, denouncing Kroskoff for trying to turn Caitlin Clark, the real force behind the WNBA's current success, into a commodity by using a commercial metaphor. As soon as the video went viral, Clark's fans descended like exotic bees on a spilled drink. By Friday night, the crew had erased his previous account. Simply poof without saying anything, offering an explanation, or making an effort to clean up. Furthermore, no PR statement could ever equal the significance of that quiet. Not only were fans disappointed, they were incensed. Music, we're talking about season ticket holders and devoted fans who feel duped after seeing Fever apparel during poor seasons. The front office of their team is deliberately spoiling the moment everyone has been looking forward to. Even worse, Clark's legal treatment had gone unreported for weeks. Referees have thrown her around game after game, as if they had left their whistles at home. Music, moreover, her president can no longer acknowledge her value without mentioning the brand. Please keep in mind that the only thing that confirmed the suspicions music of those who saw through it was Kroskoff's flight to the hills. The match was started by the Fever's front office, and it's now more than just bad press. It's a serious problem with trust. Sophie Cunningham came next. If you think Caitlin is being singled out on purpose, please click like before we begin. Please leave a remark if you think the references are just blind. Yes, please click the subscribe button. Things will only grow stranger from now on.
I know I would mess up all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that your job is easy, but when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing?
You said just go tomorrow. You're on the Las Vegas Strip. What can the Las Vegas expect from Sophie?
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
Sophie Cunningham is supposedly protecting Sophie Caitlin Clark, the unofficial vice president of Try That on Our Court, and you'll get dropped. Her remarks only piqued the league's curiosity. In the first episode of her podcast, Show Me Something, Sophie lost it. Her speech was stolen verbatim from a Netflix program. And she wasn't just pursuing competitors. Music, everyone was at fault, especially those who downplayed Caitlin Clark's significance to the league. "You're literally dumb, not once, twice, but 3 times," she stated. The video became well-known on TikTok, YouTube, and X. Right now, it's the catchphrase. Sophie knew exactly what she was doing, too. But she does more than just speak. This is the same Sophie that body-checked a Connecticut Sun player into a different time zone following Clark's elbow to the face. She didn't care if she got kicked out. "I will stand up for my teammates." "Do it," she replied. However, this is where things get trickier. Sophie did more than simply criticize bad officiating or opponents. She started shooting at her own squad, the Indiana Fever. She claims that part of the genuine disdain for Caitlin comes from the locker room. Some members of the squad are calling her podcast a declaration of war. There has been conflict among the fans, it is true. Viral hits and seasoned pros compete in other leagues than the WNBA. In Indiana, it's smoldering right now. Sophie isn't here to be kind either. She's going to stir things up.
It wasn't a dirty play. It was an intentional foul, and it was meant to send a message. It turned into a scuffle, and I don't think anybody wanted that. But the way that the game went and how egregious the referees were and how they were not protecting players, and they especially weren't protecting the #1 player in this league, the biggest draw in this league, which is Caitlin Clark, and they continue to not do that. To me, this was not a dirty play. This was making a statement because the referees didn't do their damn job. This would not have happened at the end of the game if the referees did their job during the first play. If the referees did their job, not just the first play, every single play leading up to that. If the referees had control of the game, that is their only job. The referees' first job, their #1 job, is to protect their players.
I get it to a certain extent, and every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're going to treat them. But
Right.
There's just more.
To a certain degree. I get it. And you will approach every youngster entering the league in this manner. But there's just more for her. Let's be truthful. Caitlin Clark is being questioned on the court. As elbows, body checks, and gouged eyes happened, the referee remained silent. If someone had touched LeBron or Steven in that manner, there would have been messages, sanctions, and breaking news alerts in the NBA. But the action goes on music when Clark is robbed in the W. Think about the Liberty vs. Fever game on May 24th. In the center is Natasha Cloud Rams Clark. Music, there appears to be a shoulder-down collision during a 2-point game. The referees looked at one another. "Are you all serious at this moment?" Clark raised his palms and inquired in silence. The Liberty cheer continues as the buzzer goes off. Sophie Cunningham was unreserved. "I feel like burnt dirt again," she remarked. She just deserves better.
She's right.
It's getting more and harder to avoid the harsh and annoying double music standard. Instead of using violent defense, this is targeted disruption. Even the presence of an underlying aim has been implicitly accepted by certain rivals. Make her put in the effort. But that's code for breaking her before she's too obvious. And that's exactly what's happening. But Clark won't shatter. She didn't go to the elaborate hazing ritual held by the league. She took over when the referees neglected to sound the alarm. Slinging shoulders in flames, Sophie is using the microphone as if it were her full-time work. This is more than a few bad choices. It is beginning to gain popularity. To tell the truth, I'm starting to think there might be a conspiracy. This isn't just a basketball narrative. It's not enough to just watch if you're still here. Then, to stay up to date, comment, and subscribe. At any time, the events could take a different turn.
Sustaining the growth and the interest level in the franchise. This is about the Indiana Fever. Yes, we have a foundational player in Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, and we're going to continue to add to that. But I want this team to be the leader in the country and, you know, a brand, an enduring brand, you know, like Apple or something. I mean, we have a real...
In Indiana, behind the scenes, things are not going well, and there is now real conflict instead of merely spectacle music. On the one side, business suits are trying to transform the fad into a sophisticated brand like to Apple. Athletes, fans, and even opposing coaches are aware of this reality. For a while, Caitlin Clark is the brand. However, things get frigid at this stage. Fever. Everything went wrong when Kelly Crew, the president, decided to reduce Clark's power. This is Sophie Cunningham, who became enraged at her own management in addition to disagreeing with them. Music. During the interview, this was also not an unexpected emotional outburst. Not at all. Insiders claim that the podcast outburst was prearranged. A planned assault following the president's comments. Sophie did more than just make fun of the WNBA. She publicly criticized her own front office and presented receipts. That is not irritation. That's rebellion. In all honesty, it exposed the company's severe identity crisis. Music, despite having the core point, the Fever still seeks to create a dynasty. Furthermore, instead of showing appreciation, they are acting as if she poses a threat. Now the music group is split. Caitlin is seen by some as the future. Some people are clinging to their former positions of authority. And what are you aware of? They are not indifferent supporters. Sophie isn't either. Furthermore, that mysterious erased previous account is not the foundation of Crew. Let's be honest.
What the WNBA is doing with Caitlin Clark is the equivalent of the NBA doing this to Michael Jordan in 1986. It just doesn't make sense to me. You are biting the hand that feeds you. Mind you,
if LeBron James were slammed to the ground after being stabbed in the eye, Twitter would melt. Caitlin Clark receives crickets, a crunch, and no whistle from the league. The Sports Center would never cease running it, though. Imagine Steph Curry being beaten game after game while playing without protection. Would the NBA just disregard it? Not at all. But that's exactly what Caitlin Clark is going through. She is not a newbie at all. Everyone follows women's basketball because of her. Clark, the audiences, and the ratings are the center of attention. The source of income is her. In other ways, she is likewise being treated like a benchwarmer. Sophie Cunningham had the best words. Unacceptable. Coach Stephanie White chastised the officials for consistently ignoring it during a press conference. Music, fans can watch it. The league says nothing about it, despite the media being aware of it. This is the unpleasant truth. If Clark were a guy, this league would submit to him. Instead, the executives on her own team seldom ever take action, and music, she is being pushed around. Sophie is defending her. The fans are fighting for her, but the individuals who should be her supporters are too focused on politics. Clark is more than just the next big thing. She's here already. The problem is that the establishment still acts as if they will be overrun in 2010. This is not only a dispute but a reckoning. The WNBA's management and her own club might be losing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, even though Caitlin Clark's reputation will last. Sophie Cunningham also constantly reminds us that you are either a whole person or you are with her. Music, and trust me when I tell that the next update could blow up the internet if you thought this was wild. To make sure your voice is heard, please click the bell, subscribe, and leave a comment. The storm has only begun. As this narrative draws to a climax, it is clear that the team situation, the leadership, and the league's reactions are more than a single incident or scandal. It demonstrates the growing difficulty